Just like Yuji is a rival to Sukuna, Abe also had one named Domon. Domon would often embarrass Abe no Seimei so he could take his position of power and influence. One famous story is Domon and Abe having a duel to reveal the contents of a particular box. However, once Abe had figured out Domon's tricks, he was able to defeat his rival. Doesn't this seem familiar to Yuji and Sukuna thus far? As the gang have been trying to figure out what the black box contains that represents Sukuna's curse technique. This is certainly Gege's inspiration to create Jujutsu Kaisen, as there is another connection between the two. According to legend, Abe was not entirely human. His father was a human and his mother a kitsune, who appears in many forms by shapeshifting, which would mean Yuji's biological data also matches this ancient sorcerer due to Kenjaku doing the same thing and being involved. This also wildly connects to Sukuna's statement that Yuji is from back then, when he witnessed his ferocious power in chapter 214, as Kenjaku was alive during the Heian era and was the one who taught Sukuna how to split his soul. In fact, Kenjaku even predates that time, which would be the Nara period, as he considers Master Tengen a friend upon her death. This would make it 1200 years ago when Jujutsu was first formed. On top of that, Sukuna is like an artist and loves poetry, which perfectly connects to the Heian story of Abe no Seimei, because at that time, he was a descendant of a poet. The evidence for this is in chapter 217. The first thing Sukuna was upset about during Yoruzu's love confession was the critique of her grammar. She didn't use a haiku with any seasonal words. On top of that, it's not like Gege has not used illustrations to foreshadow his future reveals, as Yuji's clothes seem ancient to fit that period in chapter 168, clearly showing a connection. Now, let me know what you think of this theory in the comment section below, and I'd appreciate you smashing the like button in return. However, what's definitely been confirmed in chapter 247 is Yuji's insane durability. I mean, bruh, just take a look at the panel. I can't even show it on YouTube.
Damn, that's crazy.
Realistically, others would be cut in half or out the fight already. But the reason Yuji can survive this attack easier than them is revealed in chapter 235. Gojo pointed out that his own curse energy attack caused him to suffer less damage. And since we know Yuji is a curse object that is soaked in Sukuna's curse energy from chapter 220, this explains why he has increased durability. This is despite Yuji already having some of the strongest defensive feats in the entire series due to how his body was constructed, and Sukuna claiming the gang has leveled up drastically since they last met. But the one thing that makes a good sorcerer into a great one is the reverse curse technique. It was foreshadowed from chapter 246 that without it, every single person going into this fight had a death wish, which Yuji has already accepted. As a result, with Sukuna swatting him away like an insect that he is, Higuruma tried to stab him with a fury attack, only for it to be dodged and receive a counter. He then started Jujutsu Chance, a ritual that increases the effects of a technique up to 120%. This chopped off Higuruma's left arm and destroyed the entire area. But just like our Asian parents who beat us up to study to become doctors or civil engineers, Sukuna did this to teach him a lesson.
You go to school, okay? You go to become doctor. You go to doctor, yeah? Doctor, yeah?
Now, to enjoy more peak fiction, why not find out why Sasuke has decided to kill his daughter Sarada in Boruto's time skip?